Alright, what's up guys? Jake here with another art video. I like drawing cartoons a lot, so I always would draw like SpongeBob and stuff. That was a pretty good cartoon in its early days. And all the characters are just so cool. And a lot of the artists have been like the same artists going back to like Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy and stuff like that. So it's kind of why there was like a whole era of like good shows. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to draw Gary from SpongeBob SquarePants. He's a super easy character to draw, and he's just like a really cool looking character. I always loved when he would have parts in the show. Yeah, so you start off with I kind of start off with his eyes. So he has round eyes. And round irises. So generally his whole body is usually like 5 eye widths high. So if you were to just like guesstimate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So his shell comes up like this and around. So in Procreate, when you draw a line and you hold it, it'll actually smooth that line out. So, and you could actually move it and tweak it and adjust the size, just so you guys know. So if I was to draw something like this, hold it, see how it gets smoothened out, and then I could tweak it if I keep holding down the pen. Really cool. Okay, so around the 4th line down is when his shell actually stops like that. I love this part of his shell. It's like sometimes it kind of just looks like this, but from certain angles sometimes it looks like that. Okay, and then he's gonna have his signature like spiral thing here, which I always thought was so cool. Then his body would actually come forward like that, about to where the center of his eyes would be, coming down, and then it like kind of dives a little bit, just like that. And then his tail has like a little zigzag, and then a little bump like that, and then 6 humps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then his tail. So yeah, it looks something like that. and then half where this little dip goes, where his face is, I guess you would say, just follows the humps that you made. And then the stalks for his eye aren't actually straight. They're slightly curved inwards, the two of them. And then he has 5 spots on his shell. There you guys go. That's Gary the Snail. Okay. Super easy. Once you get down drawing these shapes, it's like you could jot this down in, you know, a couple seconds. So it's like a cool character to know, because everybody just iconically knows this character. So it's cool to like be able to tag it somewhere weird and be random about it or something. Or, you know, just show some kids or something. They get blown away with drawing cartoons. So now we're gonna ink this. I'm on a new layer now. So you actually have to be careful with this character, because and SpongeBob in general. Not all the characters are fully outlined in black. So there's parts to them that are and then aren't. For the most part, Gary is, but like some of the stuff, like all the details in his shell and the color around his eyes are not actually outlined. If you wanted to make him smiling, you bring his head up a little bit. So it's like that. Super easy. Alright, now I'm going to make a coloring layer. And we're going to color it in. So he's kind of this cool blue color. He's actually a little bit more green. Yeah, like that. But if you wanted to use like shadows and stuff, like where his shell is, like that darker blue would look cool. See? But I don't think we're gonna detail him like that. We're going for kind of what he looks like in the cartoon. if he had tons of detail like that, you would see like that kind of image on like the top, like the main title page of like a Nickelodeon magazine or something, where they usually do like high detailed paintings, which they actually don't use Procreate, or they use like Photoshop, but they actually use Art Rage, guys, which is also a really cool art app. If you don't know about Art Rage, go check it out. It's so cool. It's very simplistic. So if you find Photoshop and Procreate and like these type of art programs kind of not intuitive for being an artist, new to digital drawing, you would probably love Art Rage. It's super simplistic, and yeah. Okay, so his shell's pink. This might be like too vibrant of a pink, but I think so is this blue. I'm kind of drawn under these crazy lights. It kind of makes the videos look cool, but it kind of messes with the colors that I'm seeing. So I kind of have like this yellow green. That's what I'm gonna make it more yellow. Yeah. So really, there's not that many colors to this character. You have this green for his eyes, and this green also is for the bottom of his body, which I'll do in a second here. Okay, and his eyes are black. And you could even do like maybe like a purple highlight in his eye. Kind of looks cool. You know, I'll blend that. Kind of from the bottom of where his face is. And you're just gonna follow these humps. And then we're going to color select his shell, and we're just going to go with like a darker, more saturated color of the shell here. And I'll actually use the studio pen for this. Doesn't want to do it. And then we're going to do a light blue spot here. And then around his eyes, kind of like a reddish orange. And there you guys go. Super easy. You don't need that many colors, so you could do this with crayons and colored pencil. Yeah, and it's just a really simple, easy character to know. And have fun with. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned, and we'll be doing some more artwork. Keep drawing.